Hulk here.
And Space Guru 5.
Yeah. So it's been 2 days since Christmas, and today, I don't know why we decided to do this, but okay. So we're doing this experiment.
For the first time, we're going to do something a bit more scientific on our channels. We're going to be seeing whether or not salt water being boiled will remove the salt content from the water. Now, some of you might already know the answer already from the get-go, but we're going to test it for ourselves.
Don't worry, we're not gonna drink it because that'd be stupid.
We got to test it somehow.
Well, I think.
Yeah, we'll let the boiling water cool down first.
Yeah, I think are we able to see the salt while it's in, if it dissolves or not?
Well, I don't know. Well, yeah, we should be able to see if it dissolves.
Okay.
I've seen it happen before. It should be fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do, because we're gonna be working with boiling hot water, we're going to be using a pot holder and an oven mitt right here. If you take a look at the rest of our setup here, we got 2 cups which we're going to use for the control groups. One is going to be regular water, the other one's just going to be salt water, so we can compare it to something. We got a bunch of sea salt here, and we have a spoon so I can take proper measurements. And if we move to the oven here, we have these buttons to control these burners. We have some pots on the stove ready for the water. We're going to have cold salt water on here and hot salt water on here, just to be sure the temperature doesn't matter or whatever. But yeah, so if you realize to do a little jump cut, we'll be able to cut to us just preparing for the experiment. We're back here, we did a little jump cut here, and as you can see, we've already filled up the water. We filled up to the end of this orange line here for both cups, and the volume in those cups are the same as in these pans right now. This one is hot water, this one is cold water. So let's apply some salt.
Alright.
So I'm going to be using 1 tablespoon of sea salt into each of our saltwater samples, just to be sure that we have everything exactly the same, because that's very important in science. So now we're going to take our salt. I washed my hands before this, so don't worry.
So we're testing to see what happens if it's like in hot water and cold water?
Yeah, just to be sure the water temperature doesn't affect it at all. Okay. So there's that, I believe. Definitely salty now. Just giving you guys a closer look here at the water levels here. Again, it's the same as in the cups we just showed you. So there's that and that. There's that and that. These don't have the exact same volume, but I'm making sure the same liquid volume is the same. Let's go ahead and add some salt to our pots now. So there's some salt and cold water for you.
Alright.
And now we gotta do it for the hot.
I'm thinking the hot water might boil it faster. Well,
It
obviously. I mean, cold water slows things down. Hot water speeds things up. So, as for salt, that's a mystery.
Making sure these are properly dissolved. Should be fine. So now we're ready to start.
Yeah, and in case you guys are wondering why we're doing this, the reason why is because we were talking about earlier, what happens if you were stranded in the desert and you had salt water? Could you boil it in something hot to make it fresh water, or would that not work?
Let's find out. So now Now that we have everything set up, let's turn on these burners to high because they're not going to boil otherwise. And we're going to wait and see where they boil. I've operated in a stove before, so don't worry about that. I've used one with dials. This is pretty much the same thing, just with buttons instead of dials. You can hear it sizzling now.
Yeah, I'm zooming in and out so you see more. Doing dynamics. Oh yeah, I can smell it. You guys can hear it probably.
Oh yeah, there's a little crack.
Oh, wow, you can see the smoke
You
coming
can
out.
see the smoke already. I hope nothing bad happens. We should be fine. We're just boiling water.
Oh
And
wow.
I know when water starts to boil. I've made pasta before, and you have to do the same thing. When it starts to get bubbles on the top, it starts foaming. That's when it's boiling.
I have never used the the burners or anything. I've never used this before. I've so far I've only used the the oven.
As you saw in his pizza pilot.
Yeah, and I'm eventually gonna end up using the grill outside there.
Yeah, we can't use it right now, but you know.
Yeah.
Just keep these mobile. Oh, these are getting red here. Oh, they stopped sizzling. So now they're starting to cook. This is gonna take a while for it to boil, so we might just fast forward through a bunch of this stuff.
Yeah.
Man, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, I've noticed.
What a relief. I mean, to be fair, we did just set these on high.
Yeah. You notice it's not been hot like so far like summer was not hot. It was cold.
Summer was hot.
Or no, it was never mind. I was gonna say like it's been cold longer than it's been hot.
Yeah, the hot water is already steaming a lot more than the cold, so that might actually boil first.
But yeah, it was snowing here like on Christmas Eve, sorta. It was like
Oh really? I missed that.
it was like icy rain. No, it was rain with snow in it, but you saw there was snow there.
Well, you can zoom in here. I can see bubbles forming on the bottom of the cold water. Like it's at the bottom though. This is kind of exciting. Of course, we're gonna let these cool down, like after we take them off the burners, because we're just not gonna scald our tongues on this stuff. Oh man, this thing's really going. Look at that one.
Oh, I can actually see the smoke on the camera.
Okay, let me turn that burner off. That's boiling now. And let's remove from heat. Get our good old oven mitt here. Don't try this at home unless you know what you're doing, like me. And we'll set this on the counter right here. Look at all that steam.
Oh god, what are we like Chef Ramsay right now?
I know. This salt is raw. I love Chef Ramsay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm starting to see some smoke here. Well, not smoke, steam. Woo! Man, it's like Texas in here. Oh, look. There's bubbles. We got some bubbles. So that means it's boiling now. Or at least it's pretty close to boiling.
You guys can see it looks like pool water.
It looks like marbles.
It looks like when you're in the pool and you see like the bottom of it.
Yeah.
That's so it looks like chlorine basically.
Well, I mean, of course, salt has chlorine in it.
Yeah, so
As well as sodium.
we basically created like a hot tub.
A really hot tub. Don't take a bath in this stuff.
No.
You're gonna get scalded. Let's turn this burner off. And remove from heat. Where to put that oven mitt? Remove from heat as necessary. Be very careful. Alright. Woo! All that steam, man.
Yeah. It's like we're cooking something.
Yeah.
I mean we're
cooking up some science here.
yeah.
Alright, so we're gonna give this some time to cool down. And yeah, we'll get back to you with the results as soon as these are all cooled down. So yeah, now that these pots have cooled down enough, we're going to pour them into our little glasses right here. You have no idea how long we have to wait to make these cool down. Alright, so now this pot is in this glass. Looks promising. And now for this. Alright. You notice these levels are a bit dropped here, and it's because some of it was let off by the steam, but that's okay. That happens. As for which one looks a bit clearer so far it's the one that was hot. That looks clearer. So, I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out right now. That's why we have our control groups right here. Okay. So here we have standard water, like we've already reviewed. This is the salt water that we put in there, you know. Another control group right there. And now we have the cup. Now we have the water from those two pans in these two glasses. So, let me give them a taste test.
Alright.
So I'm sure you don't want to drink from the glasses I drank from.
No.
Standard water.
Standard water.
Alright.
Now for the other one.
I'm not looking forward to this. So this is the regular unboiled salted water.
Yeah, pretty much. Here we go. So yeah, not very enjoyable. I could have told you that because, you know.
I kind of knew what I was going to be in for. It's like I just ate a soggy French fry. So that's what it's supposed to taste like. So now we're gonna find out.
We're gonna try to see if the boiled version.
So this is the one that was cold.
Cold.
No, it's the same.
Just as I suspected. Cold water slows things down, which means the salt tastes even worse, probably.
It tastes about the same.
Okay. Well, until you mean.
And now for hot.
I'm guessing this might go a little bit better.
It's just it's not as bad, and it's still really salty.
But still, there's just less of it, right?
I don't know. Let me see.
You don't taste as much of the salt?
No, not really. Just a little bit less, but it's still salty, but it's not as much.
Okay, so if you were to boil it like extremely.
Like if you were to really boil it for a long time, then yeah, all the salt would pretty much be gone.
So you'd have fresh water.
Yeah, you just gotta boil it for like I don't know how long.
So I was right.
Yeah. It's gonna take a while to get that taste out of my mouth. I do this for you guys. It's for science. I hope you enjoyed our little science experiment. It could have gone a lot worse. I mean, thank God I didn't drink those when they were still boiling.
Yeah, the reason I didn't drink is I just brushed my teeth and I didn't know I wouldn't have tasted much anyways. So I wouldn't be able to tell. I have inaccurate, tasting.
But yeah, so that being said, that concludes our science experiment. You just saw the result. The hot water, the one that started off hot, salty water, it boiled the salt away maybe a bit better. I can still taste the salt though, so if you want to really, get rid of all the salt, you're gonna have to do it a really, really long time. Let me know what your results are in the comments. With that being said, I'm Space Guru 5.
DFG Hulk.
And that's about it for today. Take care.
See you guys later.